These are the top crypto stories of the day. Bitcoin hitting a fresh new all-time high. We're going to look at the charts. Also, Toncoin, 60% pump in just 2 days. And the ethereum upgrade is live right now. What does this mean for the Ethereum L2s? And what are the best L2s? It's time to go around the blockchain. Hey, how are we all doing today? Like I said, Bitcoin is mooning, and I couldn't think of 3 better guests to talk about it with other than Matt Snider. Matt, how are you doing today? You're in the green square. The candles are green. Are you feeling good?
I'm feeling great today. It's finally 70 some degrees outside. I'm walking around with just the VC vest and shorts. So it's a great day.
Yeah, it's always a good day when Bitcoin's price is matching Fahrenheit temperature. Also on today, we have Coach Ty. Coach Ty, very, very big on TikTok. I think pushing, 500,000 or so on there. Coach Ty, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. We actually just hit 500,000 yesterday, so pretty exciting times.
Good stuff. Love to see it. Not a more deserving content creator out there on that app. And then last but not least, we have, I want to say Jake Claver, but it says Beyond Broke. What do I even call you now?
I mean, Beyond Broke's the mastermind in our company, so that's fine.
All right, let's do the Beyond
Broke.
It's my
Twitter tag.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what's beyond broke or broken. It's Bitcoin's price, everybody. If we can share my screen, I'm pulling up TradingView right now. This is the 1 hour candles that we're looking at. I might try to shrink it just a little so you can see the price action right there on the right side. All right. Fresh all-time highs. Well, kind of. I mean, we're a couple bucks down below from where we just were. Folks, I mean, this is uncharted territories. A little bit of a pullback, half of 1%. But you can just see here, the last 24 hours have been very, very bullish for Bitcoin. You thought this 73K was bullish. Wait till you see this 73K, and then wait for 74K. But we're seeing little bits of pullbacks here. If I just pull this, wow, what a scam wick right there to wreck all the leverage traders. That right there was just what, 2 different hour candles. So a nice 5% pullback in just 2 hours. But then just as people started to feel bearish, Bitcoin said, no, we are in a bull market. And then it has since pumped 6.9% subsequently. I don't plan it. It just kind of works out that way, folks. So fresh all-time highs. We're knocking on the door. We're knocking on the door of 74K. Jake, you were just in Dubai, and you're speaking to some pretty important people out there. Well, there's a couple narratives with Bitcoin. One is ETF inflows. The other is Saudi, Qatar, Qatar, some oil-rich nations, sovereign money from the Middle East buying Bitcoin. Did you hear any of those rumors when you're in Dubai this past week?
I mean, they definitely have the capability. There's lots of exchanges that are licensed by the VARA. I think that Bitcoin's here to stay. We've got institutional money in. You've got large players that are coming into the market and driving price. So, unless we do get a liquidity crisis with Tether, looks like it's on a track for 100K.
On track for 100K. Well, Matt, I'm looking at this, and it certainly does look like it's on track. This is a tweet from Eric Balchunas. He's talking about the 10 Bitcoin ETFs and just showing some of the numbers right here. Grayscale still in the lead, still having net outflows. But IBIT, a.k.a. the BlackRock ETF, is really, really just catching up very quickly. Matt, I have a question. What do you think happens when Grayscale finally runs out of selling pressure? Will the buying pressure be exhausted at that point? Or will there be, is that really when the fireworks begin? Because now there's no downward pressure on Bitcoin's price.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about this right before the show too, that, at 20,000 at an all-time high, we went about three and a quarter times that. So if we're, at a 69 all-time high, you're looking at close to 250 for where we are. Some of the charts I'm seeing, we're posting just like the same spot we were at the beginning of like the next crazy bull runs. I think from a ETF perspective, the Grayscale amount, like the amount of trading from the Grayscale side wasn't so much that we really had a whole bunch of issues with it. I think maybe in the very beginning when we saw some of the sell-off, that was contributing to a little bit of sell pressure. But moving forward, I think most of it's out of the bag. I think it's pretty all the way up from here for a while at least.
All right, for a while at least. Well, Pomp is laying out something that does look like it's going to go on for a while because these numbers aren't adding up, Coach Ty. Now, you're coach, so I want you to give me some game theory right here. This is a Pomp's post from this morning today. This is from today. More than 1 billion in net inflows into the ETFs yesterday on Wall Street. Meanwhile, Bitcoin Network only produced 65 million new Bitcoin, $1 million worth of new Bitcoin for circulation. So we're seeing 1 billion in net inflows while we're only mining or producing $65 million worth. You're looking at, pretty close to a 15x right there as far as disparity. Coach, what is going to happen to this? I mean, how long are we not bullish enough? Is the price not moving enough? Are we going to see some Giga Green God candles, or am I being too bullish?
I don't think you're being too bullish at all. I mean, think about it. The supply going into circulation is going to get cut in half. Everybody understands that's what's coming with the halving. And, when America, basically this ETF gave the world the green light to go buy Bitcoin. When America does something, the world follows, right? And so I think it's going to be very big for Bitcoin moving forward, not just this bull run, but the next few bull runs. And when I think about where Bitcoin's going to go, I think about what the hedge funds are being told or what they're telling their clients. Hey, if you get in now and you're willing to hold on to this asset for another 5 to 10 years, you can more than 10x your money, right? And that's very true. We could see $1 million Bitcoin in the next 10 years. You see Kathy Wood talking about it with ARK Invest. You see Larry Fink and BlackRock talking about this thing's going to go to $1 million. So I don't think are we going to have pullback? Sure, but are we going to stop? Absolutely not. We're never going to stop printing money. That means Bitcoin's probably never going to stop going up.
Oh, I like that. We're never going to stop printing money. Therefore, Bitcoin will never stop going up. I kind of agree with that sentiment. But speaking of Bitcoin going up, we're going to go around the blockchain. I'm going to ask a hard-hitting question. You really got to be bullish to see this play out. Now, Matt, I'm going to start with you. Go around the blockchain here. Every single time Bitcoin broke out from previous all-time high, within a month, essentially, it doubles. Can we continue that, or is this the time, the 2x is unlikely?
I'm still waiting for a point in time where this trends actually break and we stop seeing things repeat. So I got to say, history sure rhymes, it feels like. So I think we're going to see a lot of uptick here.
All right. Coach Ty, can Bitcoin potentially double over the next 30 days?
I don't see why not. People don't realize how much money is actually in the world. I mean, I was doing some math a few months ago, looking at how much money that the worlds have printed in actual dollar value since the last halving event, and it's somewhere upwards of $70 trillion worth of value, not just U.S. dollars, but dollars around the world, whether it's euro, yen. So there's a lot more money out there that I think people don't understand. And it's just sitting on the sidelines. And then you got guys like Jeff Bezos who's selling a bunch of stock. What's he selling it for? You got to ask yourself that. Is he going to get into crypto? I'm just speculating, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I just assume underground layers with submarine ports when I hear Jeff Bezos selling. But that's just Mark Zuckerberg, according to a different billionaire that I spoke to live on the morning stream. Now, Jake, what are your thoughts on that? Can Bitcoin potentially hit? Let's just not even say double. Can Bitcoin hit 100K over the next 30 days?
I'll make a bold statement and say Bitcoin never hits 100K.
Never hits 100K. I could counter with a different altcoin with the price prediction and see where you land on that. But I'm not going to do it to you, Jake. I'm not going to do it to you. I'm just going to let that, that's a bold statement. So we'll just let that marinate in its own juices. Now, is that 2024 or ever?
Ever.
Ever. Now, do you think it's likely or just a possibility?
That it won't?
Yes.
Yeah, I say they pull the rug on it before 100K.
Wow. Okay. All right. Bold. That is very, very bold. Some bears in the chat are going to love that statement, folks. But let's move on here and talk about Toncoin and how that thing moved a ton, everybody. I pulled up the Toncoin on CoinMarketCap. Now it is pulled back slightly. Looks like it's only a 19% pump if I refresh down to 16. But on the 7-day, you could just see right here, all the way from $2.87, pushing close to $4.50. Now, this is just the 7-day chart right there. So just in a matter of about 2 days, came very, very close to about an 80% pump for Toncoin. If you don't know what Toncoin is, it is essentially Telegram's spin-off of a coin. They say it's separate. There's no entities interlinking the two after the SEC came after Telegram in anticipation of this coin launch. So they spun it out. Some community members took over, aka former Telegram employees, and now it's spinning up into its own ecosystem. If we can share my screen here, the reason why it might be pumping everybody is Telegram founder Pavel revealed his intentions to get Telegram listed on the stock market via an IPO. A lot of people are saying the IPO hype is what's fueling this recent rally with Toncoin. Now, Matt, you know, you cover equities, you cover stocks, so you might have a pretty good familiarity with this. Now, it is separate. I think if it was connected, the IPO would make that thing dump, right? You would think, well, Gary Gensler's going to make you get rid of this token, or, you know, just dissolve it or rug pull it, whatever, what have you. But now that it is a little bit separate, should an IPO pump the token, or are we just grasping straws trying to find any bullish narrative?
Yeah, I definitely think that there's speculation with respect to a 900 million person platform that's got a ton of traction and staying power. To think that an announcement like an IPO somehow relates at all to the fact that they have a cryptocurrency.
Oh, there you go. You're good now. Sorry, not to cut you off there.
No,
I
no
lost
worries.
audio for like 2 seconds, but you're good now.
Yeah, no, all good. I would just say that I don't necessarily believe an IPO should have any real impact on something like this, but folks are looking for narratives in this space that are highly and wildly speculative. So why not go chase a token?
All right, why not go chase a token? Well, Jake, chat is in arms about your prediction there. Says bet a Bitcoin. That is bold. I have just a quick follow-up because, you know, people want me to follow up on this. Did you share that prediction in Dubai? And if so, how was it received?
I talked to a lot of people in Dubai. The narrative that I think could play out, people did not confirm or deny. So
okay. Okay. Keeping the cards close to the chest. You know, you want to keep these sources. I'll respect the sources here. DM me. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. All right. Well, let me ask you about Toncoin. What are your thoughts on Toncoin? Going international, Telegram is a lot more popular internationally. I mean, what are your thoughts? Is it a little overhyped already? Are we not bullish enough here?
No, I think that these cycles will continue. You know, we've got we're in a bull market. As long as things remain speculative and it's open season and there's not regulation on this space, the constraints will continue to persist as they have. So people are looking for narratives. They're looking for opportunities. They're going to pour money into low coin or low cap coins, and you're going to see crazy runs like that in short periods of time. That's not to say there won't be pullbacks and things, but you know, Telegram is used significantly by the crypto community. I don't know if you've ever been to Consensus or a large conference like that, but it seemed like everybody there wanted me on Telegram, and by the international community at large, most people participate through WhatsApp or Telegram. So for there to be a currency associated with that they could settle transactions on those platforms, I think it's massively bullish.
All right. And Mike McCarthy, thank you for putting us in your daily rotation. C90, Jake has Matthew's book behind him. Big shout out to Matt Snider. He is a published author, How to Invest Like basically Warren Buffett in a Crypto World. Really, really good book. I highly recommend checking it out. It is also behind my desk. And Jake buys fake plant and coffee mug. Is that a real plant? People want to know.
No, it's fake. They're right.
They were right. All right.
It's a real coffee mug.
I don't have to water it, but it is a real coffee mug.
All right. Are you a plant?
Mug.
No.
Okay, he's not a plant, y'all. All right, now, Coach Ty, I want to talk to you about Toncoin's market cap ranking. Now, we can share my screen here. A lot of people don't know
Number 12.
Toncoin not only is it top 100, top 50, top 25, it's a top 15 project. And if we go to all the coin market cap, just wait till you see the 3 coins that follow it. Here you can see Toncoin, number 13. The next 3 coins, Polkadot, Chainlink, Polygon. Coach Ty, what are your thoughts on Toncoin being valued more than all 3 of those tokens?
My thoughts are I'm kicking myself because when the SEC cracked down in 2020, I got out of Toncoin and I haven't got back since. So that's my thoughts on it. I'm a little upset with myself on that, but No, I mean, they got a lot going on. If you look at, I think DeFi is going to be really big. I think GameFi is going to be really big. And you look at Toncoin that's one of their focuses. They say mini apps, GameFi, and DeFi. And obviously, we've seen a little bit of a run with gaming a few months ago, but I think gaming is going to have another run after this whole AI craze with what's going on with NVIDIA. I think gaming and DeFi are going to be next coming into the summer. Are we going to repeat with DeFi summer? I don't know, but if that's the case, this coin's going to do really well with that. And then I think gaming has another leg up coming soon, especially with GameFi being a big narrative. So, with also when you think about Telegram's huge, like you said, in the crypto community. Everybody contacts me through Telegram. I get messages all the time through there. And if the SEC gets off this coin's back, I think this thing could soar. So there's my thoughts on it.
All right, reading a couple chats. Bonk Bot, we were just talking about, there's people in where I work. They like the Bonk Bot on Telegram. Seems to be a pretty good one there. And then one more, let's see here. Oh, C90 for Jake. If he is a CIA plant, he has to tell us. I didn't know it worked that way. I didn't know. I'm sure Richmond, Virginia, just go there and just start asking everybody. All right, well, let's talk about Denkun on Ethereum here, the big upgrade. What does it mean? What does it mean for L2s? Well, I have an article. They have 5 things, just 5 quick things. Now I'm just going to read about one sentence off each paragraph. First, I see the pony knot. That is not Gareth Soloway. So before you go ahead and say, is that Gareth? It is not Gareth, everyone. Calm down, not Gareth. All right, we scroll down here, the 5 main takeaways. Gasless era, so L2 transactions are going to be super cheap. So pretty cool there. Next, it is the biggest upgrade since the merge in September 22, where it basically went from proof of work to proof of stake. Long in the works. This has been, first mentioned in 2019, so pushing about 5 years ago at this point. And then it is named after 2 Ethereum researchers. I was actually wondering where Proto Dank Sharding came from. I want to put it on a t-shirt. I never would have guessed Proto and Dank were off names. I just thought, Proto would have been some sort of technical term, and Dank, I just thought they were part of the culture. But yeah, it's named after 2 people, Donkride and Proto. Thought that was pretty cool. And the largest ceremony ever. So, that's a little bit more of a throwaway right there. But that's basically the gist right there. The main takeaway. What the heck does all that mean? Cheaper L2s. And I have a graphic just basically highlighting this. These are the projected gas changes. ETH, no change. This is very important for people to understand. I've heard some smart people, kind of confused that this is going to change ETH gas fees. No, this is not going to change Ethereum L1 gas fees. This is going to change the gas fees on the L2s. And here you can see Arbitrum, nice little reduction there. It's about an 80% reduction. Optimism, you're seeing similar numbers here. But look at Base with a 98% reduction. I guess they, they built it with this upgrade in mind. And then now we're, they're going to benefit off that as well. Now, people, they don't care about the tech. They don't care about what does this mean for OP. People want to know what's going to happen to ETH's price tomorrow and these L2s. So we're going to start with the ETH price prediction. We're going around the blockchain. I'll start. Is ETH going to be higher or lower than this point 24 hours later? DZ's coming in, and I'm saying ETH is going higher. Matt, what do you say?
I'm going to say lower because I think some people are going to be like, wait, Ethereum's not cheaper? That makes no sense. This is a Ponzi. Like, what? Our optimism's 58 cents. Somebody get to work on Ethereum.
Yeah, they're going to go swap that USDT to ETH, and it's still going to be a $90 gas fee. And they're like, wait a minute, Coach Ty, ETH tomorrow, higher or lower?
Around the same. I don't think it's going to move much.
Okay.
If you're
so
talking,
a little bit of a nothing burger.
Yeah, it's not going to do much. I think if you're talking months from now, I think ETH's going much higher. But in the short term, I don't think it's going to change it too much.
All right, Jake, you're in the red square, but is it going to be a green candle or a red candle?
I don't think any of the price has been priced in on, this launch of this. So I don't think there's a buy the rumor, sell the news. Probably, I'm gonna go with you, DZ. I'm gonna go up.
Okay.
In 24 hours.
All right. And I'm reading some of the chat here. A lot of people ready for Gareth. Ready for the Gareth comments right there. All right. We love Gareth here, though. My dad was just saying that he thought ETH gas would be cheaper after Dencun and not just for L2. So, yeah, we're seeing it right now. Arrow, very legit on the base chain. Yeah, we feel great about that, sharing it at a $26 million market cap. I don't know what it's at now, a lot higher. All right, well, let me pull up the screen one more time. So Arbitrum, Optimism, Base. We also have Polygon. Tons of, Avalanche, technically EVM as well. I want to ask you, let's go around the blockchain. What is your favorite L2 that might benefit from this? Matt, what's the L2 that Matt has in his portfolio that it's just hard for him to sell?
So I'll answer your question with a caveat that the one I think is my favorite L2 is Polygon Matic. I don't know that it's going to benefit so much from this because their fees are already low, but I think staying power and building is just a big thing for Matic moving forward.
All right, so Polygon, I would echo that sentiment. I know I probably should have waited, but yeah, Polygon's my favorite as well. Shout out to Kulo. Coach Ty, what is your... That's the meme coin on Polygon. Coach Ty.
We know what it is.
Or it's a Mexican wrestler. Shout out to Kulo. He's a lucha libre. Coach Ty. My father's born in Mexico. I could say that, damn it. Coach Ty, what's your favorite L2 and why?
I've been changing my mind as of late, and I'm going to go with Matic too. And,
all right.
And
why did you change your mind?
Because everybody else that I follow and talk to, they're all about it. So I started doing some research on it, and I'm very happy with the amount of building that's happening on chain. And then they just had an update. I think that update. What was the update they had? What did they call it? Or they're going to have an update if I'm correct. You guys familiar with that? Forgot the name of it.
On what are you saying? The L2s? Or no?
Yeah, on Matic.
The poll upgrade, the POL. I'm not sure on the day, but yeah, we're going to be covering that as well as we get closer. And I think a lot of attention will come back into that coins ecosystem once that happens.
Yeah, so I'm sitting here, and you look at it, it hasn't moved like I think it should have. And once we get closer to that update, I think you're going to see a lot of movement with the token. So I'll be getting into it and very soon.
All right, and David Gressner, what is the meme on Base? I couldn't tell you. I haven't got memes on Base just yet, but maybe someone in the chat might share. They'll show you a bag if you ask a question like that for sure. Jake, what is your favorite L2 and why? And can you convince chat that you're not totally on the sidelines?
I'm definitely not on the sidelines. I'm definitely fully vested in the market. I've got a little dry powder. So I'm going to have to say Matic also. They've been at multiple conferences in Dubai that I've been at. They were at the XDC office for the event that we just threw. And then they were also at Swell. And the reason I'm bullish on it is I think they're going to get off of Ethereum. I think that they'll be able to migrate to other chains to provide smart contract capabilities that they've developed within that protocol. Very bullish on them and the founder and his ability to create new partnerships. So right. I'm going to go Matic also.
Love it.
That's a really good point.
I'll go ahead and give you DZ's Alpha, why I'm most bullish on Matic as well. If we scroll down on Polygon, we just share my screen for a minute here. Polygon, you see $1.27, even though it's up 10%. You look at fully diluted valuation compared to the market cap. Market cap's 11.8, fully diluted 12.7. Most of the tokens are out. So here you see total supply 10 billion. 90, you could round up 93% of Polygon tokens have been released. But when you go to OP, you're going to see a lot different stories. Same thing with Arbitrum. Remember, Polygon, fully diluted, right above 10 billion. Fully diluted for OP, 18 billion, even though the market cap is only 4 billion. So a lot more sell pressure, and only 42% of the tokens have been released. And if we just do one last one for ARB, just to look at the tokenomics, again, you're not going to see 90% of the tokens out. You're not going to see 10 billion, $12 billion fully diluted. 21 billion fully diluted, and the market cap is only 3 billion, and only 14% of the tokens have been released. Now that's going to change dramatically in one day. Make sure you watch yesterday's episode. We cover the Arbitrum unlock that is right around the corner. Me and Matt have some based takes, no pun intended, on the L2s right there. Truck Dano, I am a Mataholic. There's probably a support group in your local area where you just come down to Hit Network. We'll put you in a powwow circle. Beyond, okay, that's funny. All right, Matic is still going to rip, and a lot of hexagons in the chat. One quick question for Coach. Coach, can you please tell us your palm tree isn't fake?
It is 1000% not fake. It is real. We are sitting here in Tampa, Florida right now.
All right. Shout out to Florida. Hit that like button if you're from Florida. We do like the Florida cruise right there. All right. Well, I want to go ahead and wrap it up here. My favorite L2, I think Polygon. Chat, if you want to throw out your favorite L2s, we'll throw out some comments here. Jake, you were just in Dubai. People think you're ultra bearish. I know you're not ultra bearish. I know you have a favorite coin. You're ride or die this crypto, So if you just want to, any takeaways you could share from Dubai, what's the alpha? We'll go ahead and wrap it up with you in the final word here.
Yeah, appreciate you, DZ. What can I share?
Share us the secrets from the sheiks. I want sheik secrets.
So I would say if you're going to develop something, check out the free zones over there in Dubai. They're very actively working with people to develop projects, launch ICOs, do things there. Obviously, you have to register with regulatory bodies, so the VARA or the DIFC or the other regulatory bodies in the free zones. We're working in RAC, developing some stuff north of Dubai. They're kind of like Dubai's little brother. I think there's going to be a lot of cool things that come out of that jurisdiction over the next year. And be careful of Tether. That's the last thing I would finish with.
Oh, you got fresh Tether FUD from there. All right. Very, very, very interesting right there. And chat really, really loves Polygon. Alsa Talokin getting ready for the L2 Pamps. I'm ready as well. And that's why we're looking into these L2 ecosystem plays, whether it's a meme coin, whether it's a DeFi play, folks. Even if your L2's, most of the pumps already in, say it's only going to do a 2x, 3x from here. There's ecosystem plays within the L2s where if the L2 does a 2x, they could potentially do a 20x. So, folks, you got to still be plugged in. So make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Make sure you follow all three guests below. We're going to put a link down below. If you just go ahead and scroll, you can go ahead and click on their link. Make sure you follow. We'll go ahead and give you a couple seconds to do that. If you want to pass that thumbs up button and click that while you're on there, that we'd appreciate that as well. Let's see here. USDC. We got some USDC. Beam Best L2. Shout out to the Beam Cat community. That's the meme on Beam. Shout out to Arrow. That is the DeFi protocol on Base. I think you'll be pretty good with either one of those. And Mike McCarthy, Tether FUD, a tale as old as time until it isn't. But maybe that just will be the narrative forever. That maybe just Tether FUD will never end, even though it just prints more and more and more tethers. Fully backed if I had to guess, though. But all right, folks, that is all we have time for. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out. We appreciate you spending your time with us. We'll see you folks in the future.